Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. This video will be a review for Defenders number 1. Defenders number 1 is a comic published by Marvel Comics, written by Al Ewing, with art by Javier Rodriguez, colors by Álvaro López, and letters by Joe Caramagna. So this is a new title from Marvel, and I wanted to check it out because Al Ewing is writing it, and I'm really enjoying all of Al Ewing's work. Immortal Hulk and all the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff, and even previous stuff before that. So I want to know what's going on here. We do get a little bit of a payoff for anyone that has read Marvel 1000. We were introduced to a character called the Masked Raider. So we're definitely going to go back and look at that character in this book. So let me give you the premise of this comic real quick. While meditating, Doctor Strange finds an unwanted visitor in the Sanctum Sanctorum. This is the Masked Rider, which we can see here. The Masked Rider wears a mask that contains the remnants of eternity. Like I said, go look at Marvel 1000 to get the full story there. The writer asks Strange if help with hunting a man that understands both science and magic across time and dimensions. So then that makes Strange assemble a group of very unlikely allies on this mission, which are the Defenders, as you can see on the cover. I want to start with some of the art before I go on to everything that's happening here. I think that Rodriguez and Lopez do an amazing job going back and forth. Here's a little bit of a confrontation. The cool thing here is like this is the astral form. We saw earlier in the other panel what the real world looks like and what the astral realm looks like. So you can tell how the art changes and the coloring changes to let you know that even the lettering, the narration changes from the colors in the astral plane. Everything's kind of inverted and a negative, which I think it's a really cool device to use. Let me show you guys another panel, and I don't want to put too many panels on so as not to be too spoilery. But as we look here, like just the composition of this page, smaller panels, then we have what feels to me a very Kirby-like aesthetic, and even the coloring, like just little dashes of Jack Kirby in the art. Then we have the really cool onomatopoeia here with the bang. So yeah, this is the team just kind of firing on all cylinders here on this first issue. One thing to note, if you're not a big fan of narration, and actually let me talk about this page first. This is kind of the opening salvo of the comic, and it really lets you know, like, wow, like this is what you're in for. You're in for a kind of weird, trippy ride. You see here Doctor Strange is upside down, and then you saw on the next panel that he was also upside down, the panel that I showed first. So like the book's already letting you know, like, you're in for a weird ride. The book does contain a lot of narration. I'm not a big fan of narration. I would really rather just kind of see it on the page. I think it's used well in this. I think this issue merits a lot of narration because we're trying to figure out what's going on. It is a number 1. So Al Ewing really felt the need to catch up everyone because these are very, like, for a mainstream audience, these Defenders are a lot different than what we've seen recently as the group of the Defenders. This is more like a throwback to the original team that was assembled with Namor and the Hulk and Ghost Rider. I think it was Ghost Rider, Black Widow, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember the full roster, but we get a little bit of touch to that. So throughout the issue, not only do we find out what the mission is, we start kind of assembling this team, and we are left on a really cool page at the end, which, like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything. So overall, if you've been looking for a book that has a way different feel, I think this is the book for you. I quite enjoyed number 1. I prefer to read Al Ewing's work collected, so I think that's what I'm going to do with this. So I did get the number 1, but I'm gonna just wait for the trade to be out. But that's just how I prefer. Like that's how I've been reading Immortal Hulk and Guardians. So, but you let me know how you're reading. Let me know what you think of Al Ewing's writing. It's nice to see Javier Rodriguez on a book. I can't remember the last book that I saw the work in, but it's really cool. Like I'm really loving all the art in the book, and I just think it really merits like people checking this out. So I hope this book is a success because I really enjoyed it. So overall, 2 thumbs up. A really strong start. Like I said, the only bit of concern for me was the excessive narration. So we'll see if that continues on the series. But other than that, very enjoyable book, and it's very nice to look at. So I really do wish Comixology had a feature where you can toggle the word bubbles out so you can take a full look at the art and appreciate that. So maybe that's something they could work on for the future. I think it would make it, like I said, as much, especially for a book like this that has a lot of narration, I would like to appreciate the art and then go back and then bring in the word bubbles. So I think that would be cool. So, but yeah, let me know what you think of this book. Let me know who your favorite Defenders rosters is. I know we've got a few different iterations. We have the Marvel Netflix version as well, which is, I think, super cool team. But I feel like Doctor Strange always needs to be part of the Defenders, since he is the guardian of the magic realm here. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, leave us a comment, ring the bell so you know when we go live, and follow me on socials. I've been invited to a few different streams and of friends and stuff. Shout out to I Freaking Love Comic Books, and my buddy Rob Fishbeck too. So yeah, just follow me in the socials down in the description. So if you like what I'm saying, you can get more of that stuff. So thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good one. Bye bye.